Good evening all, hope we are all doing well. God, you can tell it's been a while since I streamed. I couldn't remember which button I needed to press to get to this screen, this setup in Streamlabs for this scene. So, we are here, we are live, I think we are all working well. So, hope everyone is doing well, hope everyone is all good. I've been away this week, so this is the first time, tonight is the first time that I get on to, first of all, check out the new daily races, check out the Spec 3 update, which came yesterday, and I think the Power Pack released the same day as Spec 3, so both of those things to check out, along with the new dailies. Anyone spot that, Jag? Very nice. Yeah, so that is what we are going to do. We'll probably do the daily races... If we probably do one, maybe two daily races kind of like at the end of the stream. Maybe it's like 9 o'clock, we'll get onto that. But we want to check out the 2 new tracks is probably the most important thing. And then we want to have a look at the things within the Power Pack. So I'd want to double check, because I'm actually getting confused of what was in what. Because I came straight on today, obviously the Spec 3 update automatically downloaded. And then the Power Pack I bought straight away. I actually kind of forgot, to be perfectly honest, what was in what. Because I think the new tracks is only in, if I remember rightly, the new tracks is only in the Power Pack. Is that correct? Or no? Actually, no, because there's Spec 3 straight on showing new footage of the new tracks. So this data logger, I'm very excited to check that out. That'll be really cool. A new way to kind of get quicker. Oh, there we go. These are within the new updates, not the Power Pack. That's all right. Good, good stuff. So I'm literally kind of getting to see all of this for the first time. I had seen the release notes of the Spec 3, but to be honest, I hadn't really looked into it all that much. But yeah, we're gonna scope it all out. Can't wait to drive that Panda. And then the Power Pack as well. So we're going to have a quick look at those. We've got the Ferrari 296 GT3 as well, which I believe is what Max Verstappen was in. We raced against Max Verstappen in the 458. And so we will have to rerun that race with Max Verstappen at the Nürburgring in the 296. So that is absolutely what we will do. Right then, I actually wonder if we jump maybe straight into or have a look at the daily races. Firstly, who knows? Who knows? I can't even remember, or I do not know what they were. So let's have a look for this week. Before we go much further, Special Stage Route X, what cars are they in? Oh, NSX Type R, we'll have that. Tremendous. Group 3, Lago Maggiore, tremendous. And then, of course, this is the track, or this is the race that is causing up all the fun. Have a look here at some of these specified cars. These are going to be an absolute killer to try and drive around Suzuka in and on hard tyres in the rain as well. I believe I've seen some clips, some races, some streams, people being downpoured on, basically. So we are looking forward to that. Definitely. And then we've got a couple of time trials here. This is new, isn't it? Yas Marina Circuit. This comes with the update, I think. So that'll have just been added yesterday. And yeah, job is a good one. In terms of the new tracks then, so we got Yas Marina and we have Jacques Villeneuve Circuit. And so we'll probably, I reckon... Oh, Circuit, I said Jacques Villeneuve, sorry, Gilles Villeneuve, Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. I reckon we'll probably give this a go. Do we think? Should we just jump in? I don't know the track that well, apart from watching it from Formula 1 races. I've got no idea of the track. Should we do... We'll do 5... This is going to go in totally blind here, by the way. This is not the best idea. At all. But we will jump in from the back. Let's just do random conditions, random whatever. Can we just do, yeah, random. early morning, I guess, or afternoon. Yeah, let's give it a go. Right. Let's do, then, the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. I think I can hear rain. Can I hear rain? No, I don't think I can. Sounded like it. Sounded like it. Right, let's go then. Race shop, we're going to need to buy as well tyres here. Ah, Dunlop as well is the new thing as well, isn't it, for this update? As far as I am led to believe. Let's give this a go then. See how well or how badly we do. Now, they have changed a lot of the force feedback, as far as I gather. As far as I understand. So this will be interesting. Oh my god, you forget how bad the AI drives, don't you? It's always so much fun to jump onto a new track, isn't it? From the back of the grid against the AI then, as we have gotten, I was going to say so used to, not the opposite of that, we've forgotten almost. It's been so long since we've done any races against the AI. You forget what it is like to race against them, which is, in fairness, still a bit naff. We've got the Sophie 3.0 to check out, which I believe is part of the power pack, which should hopefully make things a little bit better. Is the Ferrari... Oh, the Ferrari is. It's not a question, it's a statement. The Ferrari is a handful at turn exits. Well, at the moment, I'm taking it fairly easily, but yeah, I think that... Oh my god. I mean, I'm driving horrifically while I try and learn this circuit. The steering in the car feels a little bit dead. Not dead, but kind of very sluggish and understeery, but that might just be new Gran Turismo physics and force feedback settings. I mean, that's why it's a bit squirrely on exit, isn't it? Because first gear takes you at like 50, 60 miles an hour, which is just absolutely bonkers. Well, that was a bit silly of me to try and take that one around the outside. All while still learning the circuit. Yeah, you probably want to... Oh, there it goes. Probably want to have that on second gear most of those corners. Look at that. First gear takes you to 70 miles an hour. 70. Absolutely insane. I've already outbroke that one massively. How am I driving the lap worse on the second lap? It is crazy because I've watched Formula 1 for many years now and enjoyed races at this circuit for many years, and it is very, very easy to, or very, very difficult to be able to actually pick up an idea of the track, no matter how many of the onboards that you try and watch. Friday night driving standards, exactly, and this is without us being online. Right, pick a braking point. It's a guess because I've got absolutely no idea. That was pretty bang on, actually, not far off at least. Alright, another 3 laps to go. That is going to be, in daily races and online, that is going to be an absolute killer of a corner, that. Just hold on. We're getting better. Let's keep going. Yeah, only one GT3 in the update is lame. I do agree with that. I do definitely agree with that. I would have hoped that we could have seen a bit more. I'll brake slightly on that one then. I don't know if we're about to see rain, but it feels like we are. Oh my goodness. Right, last lap to try and gain as much back as we can now. Up to P8 from the back of the grid against the AI with a track that I've never driven on, and learning as we go. It could be worse. This is what our Friday nights are for. I'd rather this than being on the dailies, as I think is always the case. I don't remember a single good daily race I've ever had on a Friday night. We started streaming twice a week at one point. Fridays was the other night, and it just was always a complete disaster. On the dailies, that is. Max to be crowned champion on Sunday, do you reckon? I think it's an interesting one. I actually want to go left field and say I reckon it'll be Oscar. I reckon the two of them will crash it. I'm hoping that it'll be a wild one of those events. Or maybe it comes full circle and Hamilton crashes at the back, releases a safety car while Max is out front, and then Lando Norris manages to get a couple of positions, get himself back onto the podium. Well, that was decent. I love that track. Very, very good track. I don't know how well it will translate to good racing on Gran Turismo. Yeah, Yuki will T-bone both McLarens. Yeah, that'll be his final send-off, won't it? Yeah. His final mission. Right, I enjoyed that. I like that track. Yeah, like I say, it'll be an interesting one for Gran Turismo, that, because normally Gran Turismo, the better races, or where you can put a bit more trust in people, is just where it's straight lines, hairpins, and whatnot, although that doesn't normally mean just permanent dive bombs as well. Some of those kind of sweeping corners and segments where you just have to sit behind somebody and then open up your opportunities later on, they don't always translate to good racing on Gran Turismo, but we'll have a bit of faith in people, I think. Hopefully some revived life in the game might have people taking things a bit more seriously. Even though it's all for fun and it's just me, is the sad one that takes everything too seriously. Right, starting from the back again on this one then. We'll go another grid start, balance of power on. Let's see if we can do... We do afternoon. We'll do the 30 times again, and then that means we should get some nighttime driving as well. I think that'll do us there, won't it? That should... Yeah, job's a good one. Let's go. Do the challenges on the other new track. I shall do. Yeah, we'll have a look at maybe... So this, is it the circuit experience you mean, James? Or something else? Right, let's have a look at this then. Getting bogged down in first there. Not enough revs. Round the outside. Oh my god. Now, I have done 1 or 2 laps of this to grab some thumbnails. But other than that, not too much. Yeah, the track, it is mega. It is absolutely mega. Try and keep it in. Go. And it looks absolutely mega at night time as well. They really have got the design of this track and the sort of overall feeling and vibe of it nailed. Oh, running a bit wide there. I clearly don't have the layout nailed, however. Ah! No, can't do that. Too wide. Right, we've caught back up to the pack after binning it off. If you do the 10-lap race, it runs on the menu. It runs from daylight to dark. Full effect's amazing. Yeah, I'm hoping that we might get to nighttime running on this little 5-lap. Might not be long enough, but I'll give it a go. That's got to be such an easy one to bin it there. Right, we're on them again. Let's go. Ah, binned that one, didn't I? What a knacker. No! Swiped across the bonnet of that car a bit too quickly there. I thought I had way more speed than I did and thought I could get round. There we go, dropping into nighttime now then. Look how mega this starts to look here, honestly. It's absolutely unbelievable. Oh! God, so slow. The Concertina kind of dulled Concertina effect that they still have on Gran Turismo. I haven't done the time trial, no. Is that in the stupid minivan bus thing around here? Is the in the Renault? Just run around the outside there. This car's a nightmare to drive in the time trial. Yeah, it's a bit of a... It feels like a bit of a handful. But overall, I find it quite nice. But it has been a while since I've been on Gran Turismo, and I also don't know how much of it's down to a change in physics, or kind of the updates on the force feedback and all that sort of stuff as well. So maybe I should have jumped on and gone straight into a car that I know pretty well as a bit of a reference. Overall, though, I find this car quite decent. It is a lot of power, and so naturally the understeer is there. But once you get the car slowed down, and then it does grip up, and you can sort of put a bit through the front end, it's decent. Oh no! Oh, I shouldn't have gone down to second there. Maybe third was still my better option, or just not full throttle probably as well. Extremely fast on its top end. Yeah, I was saying there before, first gear takes you up to 70 like 2 mile an hour or something, which is pretty crazy. Similar to actually the Porsche 911 RSR, where first and second gear is just so crazy how quickly it progresses through those gears. That's in its like default gear ratios, default tuning. Back to the Audi. The RSR is awesome again. Oh, good stuff. They've actually sorted that back out then, after having yeeted it for so long. Can we close 7 seconds worth of lap time in 45 seconds? Oh, hold that. Oh, well caught. Well held. Not too bad. That was good fun. That was good fun. That was good fun. Not too bad. What's everyone's thoughts so far on the update? If you have actually driven it, maybe there's any changes that you've noticed, anything like that. The Dunlop tyres as well. I guess that's they've sort of changed over to Dunlop. I don't know if they just had, if that's just a sponsorship thing, by the way. And it's just literally the Dunlop logo is now on there, and they're paying Gran Turismo a bit of money for that, or if they've actually done any kind of developmental physics changes to the tyres themselves, that I wouldn't be so sure of, or don't quite know. But yeah, we can have a look. We can do anything that we want really tonight. I don't much fancy trying to do the circuit experience thing, although it's probably probably is worth doing. We could do a couple of these races if we wanted to. This one here is part of the weekly challenge, a 10-lap race, which I think is what James mentioned. So we could do some of them. We can sit and maybe do some time trials. We probably will still get onto some daily races at the end of the stream, the last hour. But for now, does anyone have any preference on what we do? We can have a look, maybe it's at the power pack as well. Which I think this power pack is, I'm going to be honest, probably not worth 25 quid, just my first impressions. But maybe it's something that they, once you've got it, they can continue to add to that. I don't know. But I'd quite like to, we'll probably go through this power pack at, time as we go. Told my son to choose the cars for ZDB. He chose the FTA and the M4, the Mark IV Supra. It was a pain but fun, I bet. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff that we can do here. There's actual, I believe the actual 24-hour races are within this, but they'll be a little bit later on as you kind of sort of go through. 50 races all told. So yeah, we'll try and complete this over time, I think. I've paid for it, so we'll try and make the most of it. And then, of course, as well, we've got an old school Formula One car there. I think that's still just down as a Gran Turismo brand manufacturer, but of course it is a replica of sort from, I can't remember what it was now, actually. Was it from the 90s or early 2000s? Yeah. There we go. 3500B. So we got 3500A, 3500B. I actually don't know if there is much difference here, because I think they are similar, if not same time period. They do look identical. And actually, the B has got less horsepower, less rev range, less torque, less RPM, but less weight. So who knows? We'll buy that though, and then we know we've got that. Let's go for Affinity Racing Red. Perfect. Made delivery for me for the 296. But I forgot to save it. I hadn't even seen it. Never mind, save it. Well, we'll have a look. We'll have a look. Of course, we'll have a look. I want to have a quick look through some of these, which might have been on here a little while. I don't know if this comes within the update. I'm not too sure. I'm assuming this Mines, or Mines, however that is pronounced, is a car tuning company of sort, because that is the GTR there. And I'm not paying 3 million quid for the Skyline. Oh, you mean you forgot to save it? Oh, right. Sorry, mate. I thought you meant I forgot to save it. I was going to say I hadn't seen it. But now I get you. Oh, man. That's annoying if you spend the time putting it together and then not manage to save it. That is annoying. So Dunlop's in there now. I think they might have been there for quite a while, actually. There's some of these that have been here again for a long, long time. Supra Leggera. How do you say that again? Leggera. Or Leggera. And that is an S2000, which I'm desperate for an S2000. One of the next videos that we do, I want to do it in an S2000. But they're so rare, or it's rare that they're still going, because they discontinued them still in the early 2000s, didn't they? Or mid-2000s, did Honda. And the ones that are still going now, you're looking... You can't, like, pick up a cheap banger for, like, 1,500 quid. You're still looking at, like, 8, probably the cheapest. And they're ones with problems. But I would love an S2000 for the next... one of the next videos that we do. So there's still another Ferrari in here, apparently, that I haven't... oh, yeah, there we go. The road-going version of the 296. Not too interested in that. The LaFerrari. I don't know if we've got that or not. I think all of these guys have already... Yeah, there's none of these that are new. I didn't notice that Pagani was in here, actually. I never knew that we had Pagani in here until I got an invitation when I logged in earlier. So we'll buy that, and then we've got it. Oh, and then, of course, Polestar. Now, is anyone a fan of, well, Volvos, basically, but Polestar? I've driven this car in real life, and it is bloody quick. Oh, is it the 5? The 5, if we have a look at the back, it'll have no rear view window, which it doesn't. Yes, so it was the 5 that I drove. Look at that. That is a stunning looking car. That is actually a really nice looking car, isn't it? We'll have it. Why not? We'll have it. Yeah, what do we fancy doing? I'll probably do a couple of those events, I think, if we're up for that. And then we'll get on to some daily races. Should we do Gilles Villeneuve or Yas Marina? Which track? We'll do this one first, actually. Nissan GT Cup. Right, let's pick a car. Pick a car, any car. We're going to have to go with a one that we have. Surely we can't pick the Nismo 17. Surely not. Is it literally just any... Oh, 700 or less. It's not going to let us pick this one, surely. Oh, it is. Should we do that? Should we use this car? It's a tuning race, so it's... Yeah, it's going to let us do it, but we might be still well out of whack here. I'm not too sure. Well, hopefully we just win this race then. Sports tyres, though. Oh, that's very spaced out for a... for a rolling start, isn't it? It's not got the gap to the leader, which is a bit annoying. Why doesn't it have the gap? Oh, there we go. Now it's got it. 28 seconds? Jeez. Jeez. That's someone in the same car. Or the AI in the same car. Oh, round the outside, we'll have that. Round the outside at the chicane. We'll not talk about track limits on that particular one there. Oh! Outbroke slightly there. To a Seb Vettel. Dim line that was. What's that mean? Oh! Oh, DTM line, yeah. Alright, let's keep going. Chasing down the... Oh, I've forgotten the track layout there. Chasing down the race leader, I was going to say. Ah, there we go. Let's set a bit more torque to the rear, shall we? That's better. That's a bit more like it. Guess once more the braking zone. Oh, we're getting there now. Come on. So much better with the power, a bit more power to the rear, and then just a little bit in the fronts to kind of pull you out the corners. My mind went off on a bit of a... Oh, that would have helped if I braked probably half a mile earlier than that. Too much power to the rear now. Driving like a Wally. Does anyone actually know, I don't, this got my mind started wondering there, in terms of four-wheel drive, why does Formula 1 not go four-wheel drive? I wonder if that is if it is legitimately quicker to actually just have rear-wheel drive versus the weight of a four-wheel drive system. Is it a regulation thing? Is it an entertainment thing? Is it a mixture of everything? I wonder if they actually would be any quicker or not if they were four-wheel drive. Oh, really wanted to save that while still keeping my foot on full throttle. Never going to happen. Right, one lap. Come on, try and not bin it and catch back up these 13 seconds. We'll take a P3 for an exploratory race of the Gilles Villeneuve chicane circuit. Come on, can we have them? Try and get the race win. It's probably not going to happen actually, is it? Not down just one more back straight. You never know, you never know, you never know. Come on. P2, we'll have P2, eh? Not too shabby. Not too shabby for a bit of track practice. We'll have that. We'll have that. I can't wait to see these races in the daily races, though. These tracks in the daily races. Yas Marina, especially. That'd be a tremendous. If we can have a nice long race there, nighttime race especially. And I'd love to see some of these in the well, all of the tracks. Now that we've got the ability to do 24-hour racing as well in the power pack, or some 24-hour races that's in there. I do want to know, does anyone know where the data logger bit is? We'll probably try and have a little look at that if we can, unless it's just a new feature in the kind of when you go to the replay or the timing data afterwards. What do we want to do? Yeah, we want to go to Yas Marina. And let's go have a race. Which one should we do? Should we do both these? Yeah, let's do both of them. We'll have enough time. Which one should we have? Can we take any of these? Main rival cars. Do I have any of these? 308 GTB. Can we take the 430? Oh, no. Well, not even in the same century, never mind decade with that one, right? It's all the 70s cars. Let's go, yeah, 308. And let's just give it a bash. Let's see how we get on. This could be a laugh. This could be a laugh. Oh, comfort tyres. Can we change them? Oh, we could just buy race and soft tyres and then we'd be laughing. Surely it wouldn't let you just put race and soft tyres on. That's a bit naff. We'll stick with whatever with the tyres it suggested. Let's go to comforts. It was comfort medium, wasn't it? Right, let's go. Let's go, let's go. You use a Group 4 Ferrari. Well, you would have aced that then, I bet. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Jeez. This could actually be pretty good fun, I reckon. Right, nice and easy on the brakes. Let's do it. I don't know why, but I always prefer being behind the wheel on some of these older, more difficult cars. I don't know what it is. Oh dear, we've gone way too far there. I've gone. Look at that wheel spinning in second. Oh my god, we're so far off the pack. Oh my god, the brakes! No! The brakes just don't even exist. Oh, it's worrying how easily the car is unsettled and lifted the way that it is. No! You've got to be kidding! Go, 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 go. Oh, I just keep dropping off. Granted, there's bits where I've crashed, but when I say I keep dropping off, I'm looking at the bits where realistically you would gain time. I wonder if they are on on either sports or racing tyres. Can't try and be so quick on those snaps. They're horrible. I almost bought a dyno kit car, would you believe, for our cheap car challenge, which was meant to be out. That video was meant to be out last week, but I just haven't managed to get it turned around in time. So much editing involved, it's unbelievable. Obviously that was going to go around. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Oh my god, it's crazy how the... Obviously this is on comfort tyres, but... It's crazy how just putting the brakes or turning the car is enough to just take all the grip of the rears away, or the weight come off those tyres and just start spinning them up. There we go. Come on. That car's no good. Yeah, it's definitely not. I think it'd be alright if we were on racing tyres. Yeah, we're back out of this. I actually do think we'd be alright if we were on racing tyres. It sort of doesn't really give you much insight into what the rest of them are on, though, does it? They're all, it is main rival cars, but then that grid was all newer Ferraris, wasn't it? So that doesn't make any sense. So if we go again there, look at the grid. I should have saved the replay there. The grid's all in newer cars. I was trying to match the rest of the thing. So it said main rival cars, and then look at this. Some of these are in, yeah, some of these are in 2012s. They're in the... Yeah, that's silly. Right, let's go back. We changed car. Actually do something. Is it the F... Was that the F12 there that was there? We could go F12. What we got in the... That we already own. There's no way that's going to let us use a 458 GT3. God, that's ridiculous. Let's go to 458. Oh, there's the F12 there. Should we go the F12? Let's go F12. Let's do that. Right, sports hard tyres. Let's just go with the default. See what we can do here. That's a bit better. A bit more like it. Ugh. Ugh. I will get that breaking point right at some point. Oh my god. I remember Clarkson wasn't a fan of this car. Reckoned it was a bit too much. And even though this is only Gran Turismo, I feel like I know what he means. Oh my god! Oh my god! Imagine driving this down to the shops. Like, the first big snap's bad enough, and then in the corners you always end up with a second one as you then try and get back down on the power. Instant death, yeah. Absolutely brutal. There's no way on earth a car should go this fast. Oh my god. With the lack of stopping power that it actually has. We'll take the track limits penalty if we need to. Top line speed on this must top 200. Surely. Or very, very top end 180s, 190s at the least. God, look at that. That's a snap in 4th gear. 4th gear, 40 mile an hour, and it still snaps. Alright, we're off the grid, off the track at this point. Look at that, how much time, look how much time I'm losing in the straight. Jeez, that's crazy. Have we finally made the corner? Oh, not quite. That's my new racing line, that now. This is awful. Actually, it's not awful. If I was in the actual car in the real world, I'm fairly sure I would drive a bit more sensibly than what I am now. Rather than just literally putting foot to the floor every time my foot actually hits the accelerator. Look at the front of the car lift up. Oh no. Right, come on, I'm being silly now. Yeah, this isn't the best driving that you could be watching on a Gran Turismo stream right now, although on a Friday night on the dailies, in fairness, it isn't much better. Oh my god, 5th gear! 5th gear! And it still was sending the car around there. Oh, piss off. This is just unbearable now. Oh my god! Oh, no. No. Too far. Jeez. Really easy in the Group 4. Yeah, we'll do the Group 4 then. We might have to now. Group 4 it is. Group 4 it is. Use the LaFerrari 2013 sports medium tyres. 1.49 ballast and power restrictions. Oh god, we're gonna have to get into tuning and everything here. Oh no. Oh, I've pressed enter. Wally. Like that. Wait there. Right, Group 4. Let's go. That's just me not being very good at driving the kind of like lower grip normal road cars. Right, we might actually manage to do this one. Look at that. Look how much time you lose on the straights. Are you sure you won this in the Group 4, James? Or did you win it or not? Because look at that. We're losing like 1.5 seconds down that straight. Granted, we can brake a lot later. We can actually make the corner. We can actually make that corner. And then gain back 1 second. But then we're soon going to lose it all again with each straight that comes along. So I imagine it must be in the final sector under the building, which is where you gain all your time back. 1 by 20 seconds. That is insane. It is crazy to see the difference in cars where the slower speed and the cornering, as we always know with motorsport, deceivingly is where the lap time actually is. Look at that. We gained 6 seconds there. So it all really, half the time as well, comes down to the track. There would be some tracks where you'd be better off in a road car than a Group 4, you know, spec and tuned version, which is nuts. On this occasion, though, we are going to be way quicker in the corners and hopefully have them. Look at that. That's hilarious. That is actually hilarious. That is hilarious. That's so funny to see the difference between the cars. Look at that. That is so funny. Wait till you catch P1, yeah. It's nuts to see such a crazy, like, up and down delta. You see how much here we close to this car in front, just looking at it visually. Like, this is where all the time is gained. So much, in fact, that we're going to end up back in front, albeit until the next straight. Here. Mad. That's crazy. They're so far down the road, but we brake so much later, we're literally driving into the back of them. Ugh! Right, 16 seconds as it stands. We are quite a bit quicker, but are we what needs to be 8 seconds a lap quicker at this point? Although this is now, look at that, round the outside. The difference there is nuts, isn't it? What am I doing? What am I actually doing here? Come on. Come on, idiot. I've lost all that time when we've binned it on the last so now last lap, so we are still now 18 seconds behind with only a lap and a half to go. I don't know if I actually will manage to do this, or I doubt I will actually manage to do this. 14 seconds to go in one lap. Doubt that's going to happen, do you? Not unless I drive very, very well. Which ain't going to happen. Been driving like Miss Daisy. Yeah, quite. Still don't know the track that well. I think that's why. Can I have that as my excuse? I feel like I have. I feel like I can now say I have learned it, though. I don't have that excuse anymore, I don't think. Kid just demolished you in the Mark 1, didn't even let you win. Didn't let him win. John, how we doing? Hope we're all well. Hope we are all good. Big happy birthday to Archie for today. I hope he's watching. That's how not to do that one. Oh, no. No. Not going to happen. Well, now I'm annoyed and I want to do this again. Minus the mistakes. We'll do the other race. We'll do the 10-lap race, which I think was the Group 3, wasn't it? And then hopefully we might actually be alright at that one. He's just run off. Oh, no. That's no good. Right, let's go again. Let's go again. We'll have another race at Yas Marina. That's not going to be that one, though. We'll do the, was it Ferrari, like GT race, whatever it was called. In the Group 3s. Oh, World Touring Car. There you go. Maybe it's not actually Group 3s. I was just assuming that it is. Oh, it's not even a Ferrari race. Right, okay. That's a little bit better then. Right, we can do... What can we do then? We can do pretty much anything we want. Well, in here. Oh, my goodness me. I'm going to go... What should we go for? I fancy Group 3 NSX, to be honest. Something about the Group 3 NSX is what I fancy. Have I got it, though? Group 3 NSX. Nope, they're Group 2s. I don't have the Group 3. I could try the Civic. We'll go NSX Group 4. See if we can do that. Yeah, this is the power pack. No, sorry, no, it's not. This is not the power pack bit. No, it's not. I'm chatting absolute rubbish there. Literal absolute rubbish. I think picking a Group 4 car, I'm realising immediately, was a stupid idea. We need to go Group 3. Yeah, I need to go Group 3. Right, pick a car from here. Which one do we want? Or should we go for the new 296? I think we might as well, eh? Let's go 296. I've decided. Right, quick race here. And then we'll do we'll have a look at some other stuff, shall we? This is a bit more like it. Now we're talking. Come on. Brilliant. Brilliant. There we go, the lights have been switched on. Detuned Lexus Group 2. Ah, interesting. Yeah, that could be a shout. Something that, going for a Group 2 and then bringing it down to suit. Oh, man. Just when you think you've got it under control, you realise you absolutely do not. Oh! What a crap track this is. Yeah, this car can be a bit of a handful in second gear. It sort of makes you second guess sometimes because it does understeer slightly because there is obviously a lot of power in that low end. And then you come off, the car starts to grip up, or it does start to actually turn. There it is, it goes light very quickly. And then it's when you put the power on in the middle of the corner. But that's because I'm just mashing my foot to the floor, as usual. Right, we got 9 laps to make up 1 entire minute. Goodness me, is that actually even doable? P1 is doing a 154. Are we going to be anywhere near when we're not binning it on our laps? Oh! Someone's winding me up here. Someone's actually having my life. Oh, there you go. Look, see, they're on the racing soft tyres then on this one. And then they're in the Group 3. Group 3, Group 3, Group 3, Group 3, Group 3, Group 3, 3, 3, 3. They're all Group 3. Right, so realistically, I should be able to do it in Group 3. I'm going to go on the racing. Let's do mediums. Is the handling working properly? Yeah, I can confirm it's decent. I'm just crap. Look at how much the gap between the race leader and then me at the back. That is ridiculous. Literally half a lap of the entire track difference. Or it feels like it. Technically it's a quarter because it's 36 seconds on a 2-minute lap. So over a quarter of the track in first to last rolling grid gaps. How ridiculous. I suppose that's the whole point of it and the challenge though, isn't it? Since they know how bad the AI is. I can't really say much when I've binned it on every single lap of in every single car in every single race so far. But oh, still forgetting the layout. I will get there eventually with this track and this car. Right, 35 seconds. We pulled out 1 second. Wowza. I'm still well off the mark here in terms of actual racing lines, I think. Getting this track fully worked out. Yeah, you know when I said I didn't have the racing lines worked out? Prime example right there. Right, we got actual tyre wear in this race as well, by the way. Feel like this should be alright for the race, for the whole race duration. Who knows? Birthdays are long when you're organising them, yeah. Oh no, you can't break that early. Outrageous. Cutting that corner as much as we can. Steady on, come on. Jesus. Well, I'm going to have a newfound respect for F1 drivers this weekend, aren't we, around here? Longest when you get up at 4 AM to be disappointed by the cricket. Goodness me. There's no way on earth you would get me sat in front of a screen watching the cricket. Never mind getting me up at 4 AM. I'm assuming it was England, John, that you were watching. But why were we disappointed? Is it one of the long games that goes on for like 10 weeks, or was it a quick one and they've lost it, or was it just a bad start? I'm just not catching up to this leader at all. Dropped numerous catches, no good. Day 2 of 5, second test Australia. It's the equivalent of a big derby day in a football match, Australia, isn't it? That's all. That's about all I know on cricket, to be honest. Right, maybe now we're getting up to pace. It feels. Getting used to the track a little bit now. We're up to P8, it's not too bad. You had to buy 2 New Year tyres today. Oh no. Punctures or just time for new ones? Oh, that was like... I saved it initially. How's your rejoin? How's your rejoin? Not good. Whoa, you see that snap there? That's insane, that. That just snapped out of nowhere, that one. They turned into racing slicks. Oh no. Nearly spun on the Sainsbury's roundabout, 10 mile an hour. Oh dearie me. Sorry officer, I was just doing some donuts around the roundabout. Don't mind me. Oh, still messing this track up. I keep forgetting where I am in the track. I keep coming into this bit thinking that I'm at the final corner, forgetting that I've still got the entire infield kind of section to go. Still get that one wrong. That was the corner that I thought I was at before. Right, do we reckon we can still get 3 more laps out of these medium tyres? That is now the question. I'll be honest, I've accepted that I'm going to have to resort to some cheating. Oh, God. How's the rejoin part 2? Two more laps on these is actually going to be, I'm going to say, impossible. Considering how many times I've spun and took extra life out of them. It's not necessarily the fault of the tyres, that. Oh, yeah, they've... And they're starting to slide mid-corner. Oh, my God. Jeez, come on. Nah. Nah. That rear right has just absolutely gone. Nah, it's gone. It's gone. Oh, I forgot you go under the tunnel here. Oh, that is actually a cool sequence. That looks mega. Of course. Reset. I'm not that bothered about winning this particular race, to be fair. It was just to say we'd done it. Although I did reset it at the start. Yeah, so for that particular race, you're either better off going on 2 sets of softs and pitting in the middle, or going on the hard tyres and then saving yourself the pit stop. But I don't know if there's actually that much time lost in the pit stop versus what you would lose in accumulated lap times on the hard tyres. But there we go. Yeah, I'm surprised no one's ever been that as well. I don't think it would be too far off that happening. Maybe as if it was a... Not that there's ever really rain over there, but if there was a wet race, maybe something to throw someone off like that. Realistically, most pit exits are kind of as similar width and stuff. It's just that like if someone binned it on majority of pit exits, it would block the pit exit. But I think with that one, it just looks more dangerous because it is the tunnel and the 2 walls either side. Well, there we go. Right, we'll have a quick look at the race format on the power pack, I reckon, and then we'll possibly have a very quick look at daily races, if we can do. Or maybe just one quick attempt of daily race C. What was I going to do? Yeah, well, you need... No, power packs are out here. I keep forgetting where that actually is now. All the way down here. Right. Oh, we got tuning battles. Ugh. Right, we got American Muscle Cars, GTI, Civic Race, Tuning Battle, or the Porsche Cup Legends. Which one are we going to go first? Which route? American Muscle Cars could be good. The GTI, I'm going to assume that's... Okay, that's not what I thought it was. Oh, this is... Hang on a minute. Oh. What? Oh, yeah, okay. That's the route of the green. That's the green route. That was all of them, but it's just zoomed in. That's a bit strange. Right, okay. Yeah, well, okay. Civic races, or I could do Civic races. GTI. Oops. Oh, well, if you just zoom in, then you can go through them that way. American Muscle Cars, Porsche Cup Legends, Historic, or FF Tuning Battle. Which one do we want? Yeah, true. They're not on a like on a 90 degree. Yeah, I get that absolutely. Something like Brazil, though, for example, that's still on like a bit of a turn. You think if someone did, or if it was mega, or you think of Lewis Hamilton in China heading in, even blocking the pit. If someone goes off, they're not normally wide enough to accommodate 2 cars, are they? But yeah, that is one of very few that is on like a bit of almost a 180 or a kind of a 90 degree swoop. Vicar, how are we doing? Right, John's first message. He's saying muscle cars, so we go muscle cars. Let's enter this. We're just figuring out and seeing what all this is. Seeing what all this is about. I don't get what the spice means. I'm guessing it's a crapper car. Oh no, that says that's quicker to 0 to 25, 0 to 62. Double spice is hard. Yeah, okay. So I'm guessing, yeah, obviously it's more difficult to drive. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Right, which one should we go for then? Which one do we reckon? Let's obviously make it more difficult for ourselves. Let's obviously make it as difficult as possible. I just want to see what the sort of setup is here. So we got practice. I don't know if there's a time limit on this once you're in, but we're going to see how it all works because this is the new format. Practice starting shortly. Welcome to practice. During this session, you can race and return to the pits as often as you like. Chance to warm up before qualifier, getting a feel for the track and handling of your car. Practice as long as time allows. Check the leaderboard for the lap times of other drivers. Compare this to your set goals. What I did like is that it shows you what lap time, what tyres their fastest lap time was on. I've seen that in one of the gameplay examples, so that was pretty good. Cool. Okie dokie. So, travel speed. I don't know what that means. We'll work that one out. What does that mean? Oh. That's a bit weird. Oh, you've got an hour. Can we not just end? Yeah, you can end practice. But we can actually legitimately stay here for an hour while we do that. Right, this is pretty cool then. Let's have a little look. Go straight to the race. I am going to actually do a little bit of practice. 1 or 2 laps just to see what it looks like when people start crossing the line and stuff like that. Whoa! Was that DRS? Right, we actually are on racing hard tyres, so we should hopefully be kind of alright. He says. Well, that got us facing the right way at least. Oh! Only to face the wrong way once again. And again. Oh my god, this is getting embarrassing. Do you see how that car that spun on just on a 180 there? It didn't donut, it literally just spun 180. Like the actual position of the car just stayed still. Oh my god. I'm really underthinking this. Right, I just want to set an actual lap because I want to see if it's where we can see the data stuff. I wonder if it's in here. Too much power for me to handle, you're not wrong. Right, return to pits. Okay. So, is this where we can then see a bit more of the data and stuff, or no? Can't really see much there. Fair enough. This is weird. This feels like a different game now. Nothing to see in there. Nothing to see on here. Yeah, okay, right. End practice session. Let's go in for quali then. See what we reckon of this. So we got 10 minutes for quali. Still got the same music at least. Good stuff. Alrighty. Right, let's go then. So we head straight out. Might manage one lap. Fingers crossed. We're going to be first out on the track, which is good. There's only one followed out. If you look at the track map at the top there. There's only one car that's actually followed us out so far. There's the second now. Right, here we go. First lap. Oh, knock off. You absolute buffoon. Oh, well, listen. Oh, no! You're alright. The car has too much power for me. I clearly can't handle it. It's got more power than I think. Right, let's go. I wish you put £1 on that. You wouldn't have won very much. It would have been guaranteed. Oh, we've gone wide. Who would have guessed that? Parker's gone and set a 128. Can we beat it? Yes, we can. Wonderful. Here's someone coming out of the pits. Someone's beat our lap time. We're 7/10 up. We're going to get held up here. Good start. Five minutes from in. I like the little radio team calls radio thing. That's cool. It'd be good if they actually said the audio rather than you having to look up and read it, the text of it. But I'm sure it's gonna probably be because it'll cost a fortune for them to record all the voiceovers in all the different languages. But it would be good. Right, P1's 1/10 ahead of me there, so hopefully this is the lap where we can get ourselves onto pole. Right, that'll do. Oh, don't want to end the race. Just have to let that go down quick. Who's going to win the World Driver? Actually, do you know what? I've just got this feeling. I've just got this feeling. It's actually going to be Oscar. I think the two of them are going to crash out. And then Oscar's going to drive through and just needs to get whatever it is. He would need to get P2, I think, was it? He's 18 points behind. So you need to get P2, or I think he would need to win. Yeah, I mean, Lando, yeah. It's like they just have to do everything right. And he'll be okay, but it is good that it's gone down to the last race. What I just don't want is it to be like decided within the first lap, where like if Max and Oscar are binned, you know, then all of a sudden Lando's the winner regardless of what happens. I would love it to actually feed a little bit further into the race. Oh, even worse, safety car, yeah. I saw a meme which is like Lewis Hamilton has the chance to do the funniest thing ever. Like if Max is out in front and Lando's P4 or 5 with a gap, who's bin it and cause a safety car. Right, come on then. From pole. We got 4 laps to go. Let's do it. So it actually shows you what tyre they're on in this race as well, have you noticed? I'm just going to try and make it a bit more entertaining and start from the back. So you don't get that in the daily races. You're kind of like half guessing what tyre they actually are on. And then it's also got the intervals. Look at that. There we go. That's what we want. It's got the intervals, the gaps between each driver as well. I've been saying we need that for ages. And then that little radio thing there, I wonder if they start introducing that into the dailies as well. That would be good. Even if it just confirms, you know, person A has pitted and gone from hard tyres to soft tyres. Something that would tell you. Because you can't always see it on the leaderboard in the left. Oh, I thought I'd got past him there. We'll ram our way through that one. Only because he's clearly got better brakes than me, so I could have done with a lend of them, basically. That's all that was. That's all that was. See if we can get up to P8 for this race. Yeah, Ferrari's been pretty awful this season, haven't they? But you're kind of hoping that it's because 2026 is the year they're focusing on. But remember when Seb was there, in 2018, 19, and 2020, whatever it was, they were also a shambles then. In fact, yeah, it was later, wasn't it? It was like 2020 Ferrari went really downhill. 2019, 2020. Can't remember now. But yeah, they've been pretty bad this season. Hopefully it means things will only get better, but we've been waiting a while for Ferrari to improve. So it seems. Although the start of the new regs, Ferrari were pretty bang on, weren't they? So there we go. And then we got ourselves another race here. Right, this power pack thing, I guess, is pretty good. Obviously, it's hard to say without having done all the races and all of the events. Was it worth 25 quid? Probably not. Probably not. I feel like we all would probably rather... It's amazing, but I think we'd probably all rather see some of that being implemented into the daily races and some into the online, which it might be. It's obviously a good testing ground for it at the same time, so hopefully we can start seeing some good integrations into the dailies. Well, that's going to be that then. I did say we'd jump onto the dailies, but I think just looking at the time at the moment, that's probably not going to quite happen. But that's been a decent little look there at some of the new updates and features and, well, the tracks and the cars from Spec 3 and for the Power Pack. So that Power Pack we'll probably try and work our way through as time goes on. We'll make sure we get our £25 worth. And then, yeah, we'll be back on Monday for more daily races. I want to try and get some recordings of those kind of like new tracks and maybe get some thoughts on them as a video. Put that out as well. But, yeah, there we go. We're going to leave that there. Appreciate everyone who's jumped in. We don't normally get... it's not normally too busy on a Friday, especially if it's not doing the daily races. So I appreciate everybody jumping in, sticking around. We'll be back... Excuse me. We'll be back on Monday. Normal service will resume. And next week now, it was supposed to be this week, but next week now, we're going to get our Cheap Car Challenge video uploaded as well, because that's been now a little bit overdue because it's took so much editing time. It is unbelievable. But I'm going to leave it there. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I will see you all on Monday. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Enjoy the Grand Prix on Sunday. Fingers crossed for a decent race and a decent result no matter who you're supporting. And yeah, we will catch you all in a bit. Toodles.